What's going on, guys? We are at Working the Shoot. It's been a while here, guys, I know. And I'm frankly a little peeved at myself for not giving this channel the love that it needs. Because who isn't secretly a wrestling fan? Now, many of you may be AEW fans, many of you may be WWE fans. Many of you may like watching the independent scene alone. Who knows, right? But today what prompted me to concentrate here a little bit. If you want to go check me out, Tully Television, go ahead. But Pat McAfee, man. Pat McAfee. Before I get into my thoughts about his appearance on SmackDown yesterday at the time of this recording, I always have been entertained by Pat McAfee. Even though he's a professional sports ball guy, right? He has a talk show that centers around sporting topics, right? Baseball, football, what have you, right? Thoughts on headlines in the sports world. He did spend some time at WWE as a commentator and occasional wrestler. Now, Pat, for the occasional wrestler that he's been allowed to show, he's got some talent, bro. Being a professional athlete prior, even though he was a kicker, right? He still had to do the drills and all this other stuff, and he had the every guy charisma for dudes to, like, he could be the guy that every dude wants to be a friend with because he's cool, and maybe have that like lady killer looks, where chicks may want to get to know him better, right? He's a personable guy, no doubt about it, and most of what he's been involved with the WWE, whether it's commentating, the occasional match, right? Like even against Gunther, he even said it's not about me winning, it's just about the story, knowing that, yes, in a real life fight, Gunther may very much take me out, being he's such a large mammal on the human species side. Okay, so he's very understanding about how wrestling works. He's been a wrestling fan since his younger years, right? Mostly like the rest of us. I'd like to say about 85 to 90% of wrestling fans have been watching it since childhood. Okay. Now, the last few weeks, Randy Orton, who's facing Cody Rhodes at the upcoming WrestleMania event, right, in Las Vegas again. Randy's been on the phone with some sort of person who is giving him advice or encouraging him to continue what it is he's doing. Okay? And that's fine. You'd figure it's WrestleMania season. There's a few contenders to who he could be on the phone with. He could be on the phone with his dad, Orton, and he's going to come and try to help Randy win the title. Could be Ted DiBiase Jr., a former ally of his in Legacy, and also a former ally of Cody Rhodes, one of the more perfect candidates who has history with both men. Okay? Could have been him. Could have been The Rock. Right? Maybe The Rock is still trying to get to Cody, right? He ultimately wants Cody to be he wants Cody to sell out. Shoot, it could have even been Shane McMahon, right? Shane McMahon, he was going to buy the other company, but Cody left, and he That was the one thing that made him not buy AEW, and he ruined his whole plans to be a contender for the WWE. So now he's coming to take Cody out in the WWE. You could have even made that work a little bit, okay? Because it was known that Shane was trying to buy or be partial owner to the AEW, okay? But no, none of that. This, in fact, was a TKO decision, bypassing the WWE altogether. And they chose Pat McAfee, who has had no real history with Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes in that regard. How perfect a choice. Again, no offense to Pat here. He's a great talent in the ring, out of the ring. Seems like a solid fellow all around, right? You don't hear any bad things about him too much, nothing like that. But this wasn't the move. This was not the move in a lot of people's opinion. You could even hear the audience kind of like groaning a little bit. They were in St. Louis, Randy's hometown. They're cheering Randy. Randy is supposed to be the heel, and he's getting cheered more than Cody Rhodes. Cody has done his story. Maybe it's time for him to step back a little bit, give up the title again, and go after it, say, by the time next WrestleMania comes. Fine. But it seems like the people are wanting Orton to win number 15. And I think that's how it should go. I think Orton should win at WrestleMania. Cody should go on a little heel turn for the next few months and then take it from there. But yeah, the promo itself that Pat McAfee put forth was fine enough. It wasn't Pat McAfee himself. It's not that it's his talent at delivering a promo or delivering some sort of cool move in a match. He's very capable. But what seems to be the problem is that Pat McAfee wasn't the right choice for this. No history indicating anything that would make Pat McAfee's voice or opinion matter to Randy Orton. It kind of sucked the juice out of this a little bit, and it's like opening a bottle of soda just to take a sip out of the soda and then put the cap back on, and then you're kind of ruining the carbonation of it just for a sip when it was meant for like Thanksgiving dinner to drink and stuff, and now we have flat soda at Thanksgiving dinner. Now we have almost a flat reveal before WrestleMania, and then we're supposed to take this as another level of excitement for WrestleMania. For me, maybe I'll get into this in another video before WrestleMania, but this doesn't feel like WrestleMania to me. Not the way WrestleMania 17 felt, not the way WrestleMania 20 felt, not the way that a lot of these other WrestleManias have felt in the past. It was like gearing up to a major event. Now, with so many titles and 2 nights and 6 hours each night of WrestleMania, sometimes there's a little like drunk off of it to where it's not enjoyable anymore. It's not like that. It's not like having 2 or 3 mixed drinks and then you kind of settle for the night, because anything after that is just going to make you like super buzzed and drunk, and you know, it seems like there's no pacing anymore to make it like exciting or as exciting as it used to be. Yes, to think of Yeah, you can think of a piece of chocolate cake for that you want for a snack after dinner, but how much are you going to enjoy that slice of cake if you have to eat the whole chocolate cake? It's almost uh, like how you're going to be brucey by the time you're halfway through the cake. You're going to be like, enough, enough. I don't even want to look at chocolate cake anymore for a year. That's how almost WWE has been feeling for me as of late. That's why I haven't really been worried about watching pay per views or even Raw or SmackDown, really. Um, like, I still occasionally watch Raw, but I don't know. It feels like it's just steadily declined for me, the product, and like this story with Randy Orton, it was exciting to see the possible storylines that could be had with this, but it just really seems like I don't know. It just seems like it's really kind of a story, almost like not worth it now at this point. I don't know. I still feel like it's going to be a good match, but if it's anything short of Randy Orton winning the title, this is going to feel even less of an importance with Pat McAfee because basically you have to have Pat McAfee interfere to help Randy win. Because what is the point of this whole thing anyway then? Why involve Pat McAfee in the first place? I don't know. I'm still even asking that question now. You let me know down below what your thoughts are on Pat showing up, being Randy's secret call, or whatever you want to call it. I think it was a dud. But let me know down below. And until next time.